Hey, I am back on road, back in my vehicle, back as a fully functioning slave of society, earning his slave credits. Little funny phase I'm going through at the moment. Funny, I was already thinking about it and thinking about making a video about it, but I was going to do a little bit of research first. But I've just been to IKEA and just bought a bit of food, and my food bill came to £3.60, and I didn't even think about it. But earlier I just got my van back on road and passed my MOT finally, and my bill was 360, so 360 again. And I didn't think about it then, but I have been thinking. I was thinking yesterday, funny enough, because I seen that my football team that I support, Arsenal, have just had a record-breaking month of October. Apparently they played 6 games, 6 wins and 6 clean sheets. So I don't know if people are picking up on this little pattern here, but prior to that, over the last week or so, kept going to the shop. I went to the shop one day and I bought some stuff, and my bill was exactly £6.66. And then I went to the shop again and my bill was 1666 again or something. So I was like, said to my wife when I got back, I was like, keep getting 666 on my bill. And then I went to the shops again. I don't think it's the exact shop after, but I did a shop in another shop and my bill came to 666 again. So it's like 3 times my bills come to 666 in the last week. I was doing a job the other day, and the person I was working for, I had to get her number, and she said, "Oh, I should have sent it to you. It's the one with 666 in it." And she said it to me. I mean, obviously there's other numbers, but she said, "Oh yeah, I've got the devil's number." So I just keep getting 666s in my life at the moment, and it's funny because obviously the major topic right now is the old digital ID, as I've been talking about previously, and digital ID is the beast system, which is to 666. So yeah, to get my van back on road, and like I said, I didn't even think about it. It was because it was 360. It was like 360. You take off obviously zeros, nothing, so it's 3.6s. And then I just bought my food. That's what made me think of it. Then it's like 360 again, so it's 3.6. So I'm just going through this phase right now of 3.6, and yeah, I just find it a bit funny, a bit weird. You know, I said coincidences happen, and funny enough, I actually watched a video the other day, and it was about synchronicity and numbers and stuff, and it referenced 3.6s and said obviously it has that negative connotation, but it doesn't have to be. There is other things that to be considered. I think it referenced how it relates to change. Change can be for better or for worse, you know, so that's what I'm taking my focus on now. Obviously there is the digital ID thing, and that is the beast system, and that has a relevance to 3.6s, so I'm not blind to that, but I'm having it personally when that's like a collective thing that's all going through. Obviously I've been talking about it, so it's just fascinating stuff. Synchronicity is there, it's always going on, and I have it so much in my life. I don't tend to focus too much on the numerical ones, because I think the numerical ones are, numbers are everywhere and in everything, and I think often I hear people talking about numerical ones, or I could even see numerical ones myself, but I'm conscious of the subconscious and how, for whatever reason, you may be just drawn to seeing it. You know, I'm just driving past a bus now and there's 40, I'm driving past number plates and they've got all numbers on it. There's numbers everywhere. So it's very easy to just pick out a number and say, oh, I'm seeing this number all the time, because you're choosing to. So that does happen. But I think that there is also this case of people have sequences, and I'm going for an undeniable sequence. Like literally, the two last things I pay for are 3-6. That's not me trying to pick that out or select it. That's happening. When I've been buying things in the shop, that's coming to 666 like 3 out of 4 times. That's not me just choosing to see it. I mean, the one time it was more than the 666, but still it had the 666 there as well as the other number. Same with this girl I did the job for the other day, and she brought it up. The phone number's got more digits in it, but she said my number's the number with 666 in it. So it's funny you should say that, because I'm going through this funny sequence of seeing 666 all the time. So life's a funny thing, you know. Life is a funny thing. I said it doesn't scare me. I find things like that just bring home the wonder and the magic. You know, I, for whatever reason, am being shown that number, and it's a reoccurring theme or pattern, and who knows, maybe it is negative, maybe it is a sign of the devil, but like I said, I see that and how that relates, because we are in the midst of the devil's clutch right now with this beast system that they're trying to bring about. But like I said, it's personal, it's for me personally. So who knows, time will tell. I'm focusing on the whole change thing and the manifestation thing, and I'm going to look into it a bit more, the deeper meanings of 666 and how they can impact you or influence you, because it's being brought to my attention for some reason. So let's see. And you know, I'm of the belief that time is a funny thing, and we have that balance of being influenced by time but being able to influence time. So I'm not being dictated to by the numbers, but I'm going to use them as my excuse to make something happen. So then, you know, who knows which came first in terms of the signs being shown my way because it was already happening, or the signs being shown my way to make me make it happen. Who knows? Because like I said, time's a funny thing. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that experience, because is it just me? Is anybody else? Obviously, like I said, I'm an Arsenal fan, and Arsenal had the whole month, and it's been this month, and I've been off road for a month, the whole of October. So it's funny that the Arsenal thing was the whole of October, and the record of 666. But yeah, let's see. Strange times we live in, stranger things, as I always say, and they keep going on, man. So keep your eye out, people, because life is wondrous. Life can seem a strain, you know, and this beast system it is a strain. It's scary what they're trying to do, and you can feel the weight of that, and it's hard to bear. Especially, I've always seen it coming, so it's been hard knowing that that's what they're trying to do and seeing the gradual steps. So to get to this point now, is seeing them trying to like really push the final stages and make it a reality. It's hard work seeing and knowing and having bared witness to the whole process, to seeing it come into its seeming conclusion. But at the same time, I've said throughout that them pushing so hard could could be an opportunity, because I said it's always been pushed, it's always been happening, and it's always been trying to make it happen, and them trying to push so hard could be the thing that breaks it rather than makes it. More and more people are seeing things for what they are. That's one thing I've been meaning to talk about, actually. So the petition, people were signing a petition, and I said about petitions, I don't believe in petitions. I fully get the idea that petitions are begging your master and all that kind of stuff. I get that argument. I've seen a lot of people slating people for signing a petition, and I signed a petition, and I said before, I signed a petition. I'm not signing a petition because I believe it's going to make a difference, and it has been demonstrated how they don't care about the petitions. But at the same time, I said as well that I think the petition serves as a survey. So I think the petition still needs to be signed. So the petition got to nearly 3 million signatures, and then the government came back and said, basically, fuck you, we're doing it anyway. And then there's this massive cry out, oh, see, petitions are a waste of time, they're stupid, what's the point? Did anybody ever stop to think that that's the whole reason they came out with that response? It's a fight, it's a battle. They wasn't going to just roll over with the petition and say, oh yeah, you're right, sorry, we're not going to do it anymore because you don't want us to. Of course there wasn't. That was never going to be the case. But I said the petition gives us the opportunity to expose them, because people don't want this, and the petition serves that purpose. It gives the purpose of giving the numbers to show who's against it. And 3 million is a big figure, but it's not big enough. And I worry that I've seen this petition come out and it's surging. From when the announcement was made, it got to 2 million like really quick, and it was just literally, you could have it on and you could see the numbers going up by hundreds, like within like the seconds. But as soon as they announced that they were going to go for it anyway, it's kind of slowed. It got to about 2,600,000, and then it kind of slowed, and it's been trickling up still. But it is trickling up, so it's ongoing. The petition wasn't closed just because they said we're going to pursue it. That was the battle. And I think that should have necessitated the need to people persist. So, all right, you say you're not going to do it, but we're going to say we don't want it. You don't just cower to it. You don't just bend over and say, oh, sorry, yeah, okay, you're not listening to us, so we're going to just stop. That's exactly what they want. This is a fight. So you've got to be strong. You've got to be persistent. It's not going to just be one in a day. So I say, persist with the petition. Let's get it to 10 million, 20 million, 30 million. Let's get it to the maximum numbers they can. And they can still say, oh, we're not going to listen. But then if the petition gets to 40 million, I don't know why I say 40 million. I don't know how many people there is in the country. I think there's like 60, 70 million. Obviously there's adults and people that can't. So you can work out a ratio from the petition of people that are for. And I think we need to make it very clear that we're not for it. And if the petition serves that purpose, that's good enough for me. Because then if they then persist with it, they've exposed themselves. Because they like to do this talk about democracy and blah, blah, blah. And I don't believe we have one. And them ignoring the petition when it's so clear that it's against the public's interest, that the people don't want it, will expose them. And it will expose them to the people that maybe don't understand that we don't have a democracy, because I think a lot of people buy into it. They bought into that nonsense. So that alone makes the petition worthwhile. Just to have the expose on the figures of the people that don't want it, and then if they go ahead, yeah, it shows the petition is not worth it, but it is worth it because it helps expose them. So keep signing that petition, keep sharing it. And there's obviously other means and other methods, and people moaning about protests as well. It's like, got to stop. Like, people got to do it whatever means they feel necessary. You know, I get it with the protests as well, the same as the petitions. I know a lot of protests are set up by people that are just trying to feed off your energy and that kind of stuff. But it's same. I think protests can be a genuine cause, but from genuine people, and they raise awareness. And we've got to do whatever we can. So if that's some people's form of doing something, let that be. What I'm fed up with the people that are so say awake and see what's going on, and they're just putting all their energy into laughing at the people that's trying to do something. To me, that's a joke. Support each other. It's divide and rule. Why are you putting your energy into having a go at the protesters, having a go at the petition signers? At least they're trying to do something. What are you doing? You're just sat there in your armchair with your phone, laughing and joking. You know better than the people that we're up against, because you're there taking ultimately their side. Because what are you doing? Oh, he's doing nothing. So you're just the guy that's going to bend down, cower and take it. And that's not going to help us. That's not going to get us anywhere. So we've got to take action. Be it a protest, be it a petition. And if you're not going to do those means, then you find some other means. We've got to do something. We have to have a unity. We have to make it clear that we as a people do not want this, because I don't think we do. And they'll try and convince you otherwise, but that's not true. That's the bullshit. And we've got to expose the bullshit. So keep trying, people. Keep trying. Let's expose this beast system. So yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, the 666 keeps coming up in my life for whatever reason, and I'm gonna take two sides of it. One, there's the beast system, and I'm very aware of that, and two, it's time to bring about change, and that's what I'm trying to do. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. We can do this. The battle is ongoing. Don't give in. Don't be defeated so easily. Because this is, you know, even if they come out saying, oh, we're not going to do the digital ID now, it doesn't mean nothing, because it's not the digital ID that we're up against. It is the beast system. It is the digital infrastructure in general. And they'll find another way. They'll come back. You know, they might run away with their tail between their legs for now. And I think they might. I think they're going to have to readdress it, because they're already backtracking on what they're saying. That robot keeps on saying, oh yeah, it's not, they're not saying it's for immigration now. Now they're saying it's for making your life easier. You ain't got to rummage through a drawer and stuff like that. Stupid stuff, you know. Get digital ID and we'll give you a free packet of Chewits or something. I don't know. It's insulting how stupid they think we are. But people did it. They got a jab for a donut, and that's the kind of mentality that we're up against. So we got to keep fighting, basically, and don't ever get complacent about it. Even if you think you're winning, don't relax, because this is ongoing. This is a spiritual war. Anyway, gotta go. Peace and love. Ciao for now. Bye bye.